Alright guys, game 2. Game 2 T1 AT. Let's get into it, man. I want to see what happens.
To be fair, as I say that, I'm like,
So we got KT on blue side, Azir ban. They thought that was a problem. I didn't think it was really a problem at all, but sure. And keep in mind, oh, you know what? There's something I did forget. For Faker in this tournament, I think it's Azir and Trist that were the most common target bans for him because it's just what he's performing on. So even though I didn't like the idea of running Azir Smolder per se, or Azir Smolder, Azir Ziggs, this is a pick that he's performing on, and that's like an important key, right? Smolder ban, Lilia ban. We have Maokai. Teams love Maokai, and we have Rumble. Tristana. Okay, so there it is, right? Like, there are the two bans versus Faker. Maokai ban. Rumble first pick makes perfect sense, and Zeus' answer is probably like Kennen. Ziggs Vi. Okay, so Ziggs Vi. I mean, it makes sense that they wanted to take Vi away. What did they want with this pick? They could go to Jarvan. It's not like necessarily the like an OP pick per se, but it definitely works. If it's like how the other game was, they're picking Skarner. Yeah, so Skarner's a really big time pick in LCK. I'm still not a huge like. I'm not like the most fond of it, but the fact that you have Vi who has to jump in and Skarner just wants that situation is good. Of course, they should definitely like move away from this like. Vi can play out the fights, but you don't need to take a full dive comp at this point. Like, if you do that, then yeah, sure, this pick's gonna be absolutely amazing. Same with Rumble. So they need to, like, move away from these situations. And Jace top lane looks really good. Or at least Jace flex or something, right? Because he gives you more poke. Jace can play into Rumble. And you could technically flex it depending on how the mid matchup goes. Because, I mean, Ziggs is probably enough AP if they do actually want to overload 2 with 80 top, 80 mid. We'll see. Yone. Slamming the Yone. I think they just have to take the Corki, you know? Like, what else do they really want to go? I mean, they could go Ori. Technically, they could go Ori. But they probably need to, like, take the thing. Dude, the thing is, I wonder how many picks he has into Rumble, because seeing Rumble, it's such a strong pick. There's not a ton of options. It might be just be their top lane pick. Cassante, it would be like a very obvious and simple answer because it's Yone, Skarner, Rumble. We'll see. Horn. That's not bad. That's actually not that bad. I don't mind that. It's still not. It's like it's engaged, but it's not like full engaged. You got the Jhin. Is there another 80 MF? Maybe they ban Jhin MF in the end of the day for these guys. Ezreal would probably be pretty. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's an Ezreal ban. Actually, it might be. I don't. Again, I think support picks when you have Ziggs, like it's kind of just trading around. You're definitely more interested in Leona in many ways, just because like he can't go cleanse, right? Like that's a pretty big point. I could see a Leo ban. Actually, that's not bad. They should ban. What should KT ban versus Faker? I think Corki is a very good ban because like it just pukes so much damage and they need damage. Like they must have damage. So Ori Corki. Like what else is he gonna take? Smolder's banned. Please don't ban supports. Oh my god, I'm so fucking sad. I'm actually so sad. We actually think the pop. Yeah, so they did ban Ezreal. Yep. I feel like banning the, at least please tell me they banned Corki at the very least. Oh my fucking god, that's actually unreal that we actually prioritize banning supports. The support pick does not matter nearly enough. Nasus? Is it a Nasus game? Oh my god, it actually might be. I forgot about this champion because it got let through for the first 3. But the only thing is, it's like Nasus. It really depends on how we see this, I guess, because it's Nasus into Rumble, Skarner, which is like not the best, right? But at the same time, if he pops off, like they will never kill him. Probably not. Maybe that was the better ban, I guess. Because I was thinking Corki Ori. Because you like it lets you like play away from some of their strengths of their comp. But maybe Nasus is so strong and like taking this that he would just overpower them. We'll see. We'll see. So they take MF in the end of the day. I would have taken Ashe. Like low key, I think it's an Ashe game because I think you just need to start fights and create situations. So I think you need to play the Ashe.
I'm just saying, China was really hard with this role okay? I don't think it's organic, but I think it'd be cool. The interesting thing for me is that T1 composition is Nasus feels kind of weird when you have already, right? Kind of signals that you aggressively want to try and blow up targets in a second. I think the Ornn can do that.
Kaisa.
Nasus as well, it's a little weird.
Interesting. Interesting. This is another pick that is like pretty favored going into the Ziggs. It's mostly just because you farm and then you have threat to kill him, which is good. And they do have some dive, but the only thing is it's like this kind of completes it. He's not really like a good engaged champ. He's like okay, but not like great either. And so she can latch onto these champions, but like I said, I just felt like the Ashe wouldn't be half bad because one, like obviously she could just kite the shit out of Nasus, which is great. 2, creating fight situations on Ziggs for mid is really nice. Now it's basically just the Rel who can threaten this guy. And I don't think that's really going to be too dependable. Yeah, I don't know, man. Banning Senna Ziggs, you're really that scared of it. Bard. I feel like Bard is I feel like they should have taken Alistar. I feel like Bard is like a very whatever pick. A very whatever pick, but they took Bard. But of course, they might have taken Bard in the sense that they're playing for lane swap. Like, okay, we're playing against Rumble, we're taking Ornn, we're lane swapping, and then in that sense, he actually could go W start for the Nasus on mid, so he can take good trades like early on and play the way he wants to play, and it's pretty OP. Like, they already did a right line board. Like, if you look at T1, like, they're heavy warding. So, like, they're already trying to gauge what KT's gonna do. It looks like they're gonna do standard, though. Ooh. So they... Oh, interesting. So I think to them... I think T1 is playing the mind game and that they're assuming... I assume they think KT is going to assume they're going to lane swap, right? Which would make sense. They double warded to see if they're going to shift in. These guys are they stronger? Level 1 stronger. Stronger. Even. So yeah, they're stronger level 1. So because of that, these guys can invade for their level 1 to map split it and dive and pressure if they want to, which means that he has to be at the ready to go either to Wolves or to here. They would never jump into bot, mostly because they would take so much poke as a 3-man, and it would not be worth invading that way. So it's either they're starting here and doing this camp and running up, and then just leaving this blind. And if they don't show up here, then you just take your full bot side and you just play normal for KT as Skarner. Or, yeah, like I said, you do it this way, and you secure this side, and you secure your 6 camp on this. But they warded this way because, yeah, they were just ready for it. They were probably just trying, like, yeah, they were just assuming they were going to do it. That's funny. Holy shit. Well played. A fucking dick. Holy shit, Kira.
Gary got one. Also, this might work. This might, yeah. And now Barrel's just 1v1 Ziggs. And I mean, Ziggs, level 1 is not very strong. And here's the Barrel again. That's another jump forward. Although now the Barrel's going that way. Yeah, she's going to be twice. I'm going to counts him out, but not really much else. Interesting adaptation, though. We see the lane swap.
This is not good. This is really bad.
Barrel's down to the bottom of the map at the moment, so we'll see where to go with this. Yeah,
This is wait, hold on. There's more to this than I was thinking of though, because I'm seeing Barrel bot, and I'm thinking like, okay, Barrel's going bot. But the thing is, though, they're making Barrel lane. Perfect hits level 2, and then he TP's bot, right? What's the point of that? Like, to them, yes, they can dive, and like Ornn could be with them too, right? Like that's like another thing. Like they're constantly keeping Zeus in top lane, which is already kind of weird. But if Barrel is with them, they will be able to zone Ornn off top side and do this normally, and then these guys will push bot. And it just becomes kind of like a standard play where Rumble will overtake top. And then they'll regroup bot. And they have def TP to recover it as well. And Barrel can slip early. And that seems perfectly fine. But instead they're doing this like more like obstructive way. And I mean, like I said, we're gonna see what happens. But like, I feel like what's so stupid about this situation is Barrel is down here, and the second Bard is showing here. Rumble can already TP bot. Like, he doesn't have to waste any time. Rumble could already be bot. But we already late invaded topside, so we have to do it this way. So now we're just sharing XP top with Rumble, and then Myrel is just getting solo XP, and then we TP the Kaisa bot. So the Rumble overtakes top versus the Ornn, and the Rumble, but what's even dumber is because the support is bot, the Ornn and the support are able to bully Skarner off the red, so he can't even take the red. And now the Vi's are gonna hit level 3 off Krugs. And now have gank threat. So the Rumble can't even trade the way he wants to trade. Now she shows, so now the Rumble can trade the way he wants to trade, but for a bit, he could not. And now she's on his bot side camps. And they have push bot naturally. And the Ziggs can always base TP back with a buy over Kaisa.
See if he can do so. Goes again, he's coming behind Faker as they do know that Skarner is here. Now Faker going to be knocked towards the wall. He does not see, not up here he goes, but he goes, but he tries to wait for Oner over.
Nice dodge.
As they do know that the Skarner is here, and now Faker going to be.
Man, if he got hit by that, he's dead. It's a good dodge.
The top side looking to deny this. See if he can do so. Goes again, he's coming behind Faker as they do know that Skarner is here.
And of course, he went Ghost, which I'll be honest, I feel like you should just go Flash in this game. Like, there's a lot of shit you really want to Flash in this game, but he went Ghost.
Wait for Oner to come on over, who is going to bail him out. But now bit of damage into Oner as well. The Unbind comes in and forces the flash from Oner. The flash on in for BDD, and he gets reclaimed just like that.
BDD own, man. BDD own. And so the Ziggs is trying to buy enough time so like he can get Lost Chapter by, right? Like that's what he's fishing for. They get dragged. Okay, so they got a drag. Ziggs based. He could not get Lost Chapter. It's whatever. He has tiered amp. Works for me. And they're chilling. The Rumble got no advantage top naturally, as like it's just, I mean, it's just hard to get it in the end of the day for how things panned out, right? Like. Also, why did he fast push after this? Like, if Vi, when he gets this crash and he sees Vi dipping, he should always just pull the wave and just like make a situation out of it. But the fact that he regrows it and crashes it, he gets nothing and he just helps Zeus. So Perfect, the advantage Perfect gets from this is that he can pull it, you pressure, and that's what it is. He got literally nothing for doing that, so that's his bad. And then bot lane is just dead even, which is like fine for how things go. But in the end of the day, I guess the only thing that was gained was the fact that mid is getting blasted. But no one had like any interference with that. Like he was already getting blasted before that situation happened, so I don't know. Who do I say who won this lane swap? It's definitely T1. I mean, at the end of the day, if your Ornn is like chilling and the invade wasn't even like an advantage invade for KT, I mean, I don't know. Like they're even up a plate on bot side because of that situation. It's just I don't get it.
As well. So T1 are adjusting their lanes now to try and compensate.
I'll just blame Faker for just getting shit on his own. Like that wasn't a team issue. That was just him getting shit on his own. So Zeus, he saved his TP, walks down. This is taken.
The Nasus into the Rumble.
Perfect's just like laning on mid. How did we even end up with that?
Owner specifically went to defend his top side. Yeah. I'm just questioning because surely they knew that Kyoshik was there. I think Faker should have just. I know he wanted to away.
Why would they ever do it this way?
I think he'd be in that 4 forwards, right? Yeah, I think he'd be in
this
that
makes no sense. So Rumble never finds a base, didn't pull the wave, found zero pressure on that, no buy against Nasus, who's just like, eh, I mean, this sucks, but it's like, it's whatever, right? You take the grubs, and T1's like, okay, you know what? Even though this is like not the best matchup for Nasus still, like it's like he's like okay, he has armor, like let's get him out of this, right? So now now Rumble's stuck versus while Yone is top, but they never had to put the Rumble mid in the first place because the Yone was already winning so hard versus Nasus that it was fine.
A little bit of a trap. I mean, Barrel's here as well, and just way too much
and he dies. Like T1 just kills him straight up.
The thing is that with your down, normally if you end up getting or investing into like that for KT and play for Dragon, right, try and get a rub or two. But there's anything on that, so still like hanging off, spot by Warden. That's just kind of the end of the play. So if we're there for T1 being able to get a kill on his owner, quite definitely one of the jumpers that they use the decently well. One big thing that is really nice for KT though is that once Kai'Sa is able to get out of lane, get to like at least the first item, I think she starts feeling a lot more safe. Yeah, gets to just really push out the wave, and obviously the free item break ones I think we're gonna start to see that take over the game. But even just getting through lane phase without any big experiences about just isn't really good. Yeah, and I don't know, maybe late game flash, maybe just need to survive. Rumble.
You just get the feeling that after seeing this much, sometimes players will disrespect the satchel.
Yes. I
feel like we see it so often, even in series against T1, utilizing it so well. It can do a lot, and I feel like we're getting probably want to do a bit more than sitting on 0-1 and barely being able to times. We'll see if Perfect can get back on speed.
These lane assignments still all over the place, and now we have BDD playing into Guma. I think Guma's got Flash Force.
So now if I'm T1, I'm pretty much just playing for drag stacks, and they have the Bard laning with them, which is actually kind of interesting because it lets Nasus again. You just want to get stacks. You just want to get stacks. That's all you want. The lane is very difficult for Ziggs to play on mid, so he's just clearing the wave, he's not going to contest the Yone. This is not a thing, he's not going to contest the Yone. So they're always going to have first priority on mid. This is going to lead to them getting the grubs, which is cool, but no one's hitting the turrets or anything. So for T1, it's like, this is great. Like, we just got second drag, we're on to a 21-minute soul. Our Nasus is like chilling out. Our Bard is like kind of going everywhere he needs to go to defend people. We use Nasus TP.
Trying to clear the wave here. He's got Keria to just stasis everything up there, and this is an Ornn as the Impale will come in, but the stun is there from Keria, and the knockup from the Ornn.
Yeah, that is really tanky.
Just barely, and eventually does go down to Keria's auto barrel as well.
He's dead.
It's going to bite the dust eventually. As
we got more stacks, and at the same time, what's happening bot? It looks like Rumble Yone are playing together. The Yone is TPing because they're afraid that Perfect's gonna get dove.
We are going to get, and it's loud with here on either side.
Yeah,
This is very interesting because it's like the map's really well split. Also, if you're Yone, you don't give a shit what this guy's doing, by the way. Like, there's two things you're gonna do here. You're either gonna go top, which he should. He should go top and make sure this play is a for sure guaranteed 4v2 play. Him TP. Okay, this is on BDD. This entire situation is on BDD because BDD should be moving up. You should say, I don't give a shit this guy collects the wave. I don't care if he freezes the wave. Who cares? I'm up plus 50 on this guy at this point, right? I'm up like plus 50 CS. Just go top. Just run top. Be a part of this play. Because he had already been around here. And yeah, it would have been way better. Or if you think that, you know, they're going to successfully defend this, you can't do this, then run bot and just like make sure nothing bad happens. Like, he needs to make a decision, but whatever the case is, mid lane decision is the worst decision of them all. And that's what he did. And he ended up TPing, which is even worse to me, because it's like, okay, so now you're using your TP and you died? You're using your TP and you died? That's crazy.
Just straight up stake. It feels like, you know, BDD had a very good start to the scene. It's not close. This isn't anything like 1, but feels like back on the horse and immediately be knocked off of it once again. Especially with Taker really in the hole. He's very behind on farm, but he's got that kill and assist, and Nasus is going to take a while for him to be relevant anyway, but at least he's not as far behind as, let's say, Perfect in game 1. Yeah, that's one stuff some stacks. He'll still be a threat in the game with this level of value on BDD in particular, and this game is going to look like KTB bust at this point. You know, that's not very well to be fair, but it feels like I mean, he managed to get a kill on the bot side, but I haven't really been inspired so much by his rumble so far. Let's see, KT do have the high side, especially once Death hits level 11, will be able to assist inside. So maybe BDD already, I think, will be very hard to match 41, and he's going to try to use his power combined with the fact that he's high side collapse as a possible source of pressure on mid game. It does require a good amount of finesse, which does far KT have, I think, definitely the Perfect. They're looking for back and TPing back in. That's clearing this mid wave, which does give T1 the space. So he's on the flank, has a little bit available. It's about to get very interesting. Let's see, BDD looking for the knockdown.
Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second.
Once Deft hits level 11, we'll be able to assist.
Start from here.
Bust at this point, you know.
Sorry, you need to go a little bit back further. Start from 1330. So Kaisa finishes out this wave, right? She has a base. What is her base? Pickaxe. Okay, not bad. Young's chilling top, but he needs to get his board. So he's basing now. Okay, so everyone's taking a one-wave timer delay. They're shifting Rumble top, which is fine. We're not playing on this wave, we're playing on the next wave, okay? They're moving.
So maybe gonna try to use his power combined with the fact that it's
okay, good. So I mean, it's not exactly good because to me it's like this Nasus also doesn't have a lot of mana, does not have TP. And what did the orange show? The orange just collected the wave now, so Rumble will for sure be on this wave first, no matter what.
I haven't really been inspired so much by his Rumble so far.
This next wave, 100%, like Rumble can just be on this, right? If I'm Rel,
I mean, he managed to get.
I think Rel is supposed to go through top here. Because when did Bard show? Bard is showing here now.
Yeah, and I feel like once he starts getting some stacks together,
I feel like he should just move up with the Rumble. And I feel like he should get initial wards on top because mid is already lost. And if he's moving through top and Bard is not showing, and he can always jump the wall to be safe, Nasus can't follow. Well, actually, technically, Nasus can follow with the Bard portal, but unlikely that's going to happen, right?
You know,
it looks pretty good for KT, no? Like, if he literally moved up to help get some vision here, this way Rumble can contest this wave on his own, and then you're going to come back down with the Yone, with the Kaisa, with the Skarner, so you're 4 set here, he's solo taking top. This looks way better, but no matter what, you need to do one more wave, because if you lost this wave, you can't just start Herald while having none of these waves played. Otherwise, T1 is just going to quickly push this shit out. And yeah, you took Herald, but now, like, you lost the map. Like, you just don't have map control. And you're going to play defensive, and it's not really worth it that way. But the way they did it is like he's playing through mid, and you never got top control, so Rumble feels scared about that. Now we're dropping the top wave, we drop the mid wave, and now the Ornn has a flank on us. Okay. BDD starts it up. They're engaged on Rel. No one is in position to get shit on yet. Rel is sitting here, which is fine. I think Rel could just sit in here still. I don't think Rel needs to do anything specifically weird. And I feel like Rumble, once he sees Ornn show top, I think Rumble should just fight him. I don't think he should go, like, this is already lost. Rumble should just go up here and fight this guy. Fight him, and then when they engage, then you can use your Rumble R on, like, with the Rel, right? Like, because that's pretty much what you're gonna do. Vi has no flash, Nasus has no flash. That's pretty much what you're looking for, right?
It's about to get very interesting. Let's see.
I feel like BDD starting this is not good. This guy starts the flank, 3-man, Rumble R, Skarner R, really fucking high amount of damage. Oh, Ziggs fucking missed his fucking abilities. Wow, Guma absolutely fucked that up, but killer fucking engage in the end of the day. I mean, like, oh man. The thing is, like, they know Rel is coming, so they can't move past this point. The thing is, he actually could Bard R these guys on this ward and see what happens. He actually could. Should Zeus be starting yet? I feel like Zeus could just walk up. I feel like at this point, when Zeus, or like when Yone does this, Ornn doesn't have to use Ornn R. Like, I think he could just walk up and look to stun, and Piosa cast the help. And then for Ziggs, yeah, Ziggs should definitely try to be pumping in that brush. Also, this objective is not in one-shot situation. They don't have to do anything yet. Like, Ziggs could actually keep poking, and they're fine.
For the knockup, and now the Ornhorn's going to be called. Nice little angle, but a big engage from Barrel into the equalizer, and Impale, it's just a massive wobble that comes in. T1 are trying to turn something.
How did Kaisa insta-die?
Nice little angle, but a big engage from Barrel into the equalizer, and Impale, it's just a massive wobble that comes in.
Oh.
T1 are trying to turn something. They do get the one kill.
Interesting.
That's the Wumbo combo dream right there, and Barrel sets it up, Yoshi knocks it down, and that Rumble pick toasting the entire T1.
Holds him still, makes sure it holds, and KT get the ace, but still it's scrappy. And he makes the medium depth and immediately follow up the target. The look gets done, a big swing in favor of KT on that play. We'll see coming in, so initially carrying that bait.
Yeah, I think they just rushed it. Good job by Barrel to hold it, though. I think there's definitely, I think T1 could have played this slower, and it would have been really good for them, because literally KT were dropping waves, which was not how you're supposed to, like, approach that objective at all, and put them in a really bad spot, and Barrel saved them. Barrel saved them because T1 walked up in a poor manner. Now this is the real challenge. Can they actually get the dragon? Because obviously if they get the dragon, it's fucking huge. Right now it looks like T1 abandoned trying to defend mid, and they took a pot. Okay, and now they're taking bases to match base. Oh, shit.
If they don't move quickly, it's already half HP. It is a Skarner can get over walls though.
They're gonna get the ults from Carrier in there, and yeah, the Skarner.
Oh my god, the depression, man. Skarner doesn't have flash, by the way. They don't know where. Well, they actually do know where Skarner is. They know Skarner's on Krugs. So the second Skarner's on Krugs, like, Zeus should be in the pit. Or Bard should just leave the pit. Someone needs to actually be trying to find where Skarner is. But, like, they're playing to, like, dip. And they fucking lost it. That's crazy. Now we have an actual game.
LCK after this. This is the final fight between these two teams. Whoever wins this best fight goes to world. So the loser is over BDD. So
yeah, the things, the six is not very much like that. Or appreciate.
He didn't hit so much.
Yeah, I just got range.
I just took it. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, look at the here, and he has gone the baseline build without stars, so less safety. BDD got fake it all though.
Easy to target even for BD with the heavy armor itemization with it. So, Valkyrie that one. Yeah, he's now KT. They mitigated the looming threat of the dragons. And Baron coming up soon. We see already the being set up by carrier to control the area. But I think we'll see KT probably looking to set traps there. I think typically on the carrier, you can easily find a window to take any of your steps.
Just saying, I have to go in.
I'm 5. There obviously a lot of being dropped.
Don't go too far. We still like your job. Okay, back.
He's also so tanky, like he's so violent, he's so on him, like he can even lose health. Yeah, this Skarner, I mean, probably cut through. Not gonna just the only counter he's not gonna build, cut through both targets, he's on these switch kill build, so Yoshi's not gonna really keep down by Duma. The only really major damage threats are, well, he doesn't have any stacks, Ona's a Vi who struggles getting melee range of Skarner. I think Yoshi's gonna end up being a
Well, we're gonna see how T1 him manages this, because Nasus got kind of shit on. You know, I understand Nasus can be good, like I said. It definitely showed its big weakness in that one Herald fight, right? Like, because obviously, like, if it was a Corki or something like pumping, holy shit, we're in it. So we're gonna see if this game can actually turn into a situation where Nasus can 1v2 in the side lane and be a menace, because if he can't, this game is really fucking over. Like, the fact that they had a Drag Soul win con coming through, if they could at least play through that, I think this game was doable. But right now, it's like, we're gonna see how this goes, because it's not looking pretty. Like, the Vi covered bot for Ornn, so you can actually play, like, against Perfect, right? Play against the Rumble. Okay, so we got a base off that. 5-man into top side. Let's get vision. They decide to go through the Nasus lane. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Why the fuck did he ulti right away?
Setup for
What?
these guys, right? Like 1 or 2 W's alone could be enough.
So it's like, he stuns him, he's gonna R, but then Barrel's always gonna stun everyone in this situation. So already, I don't think like Yone is gonna die. I feel like Yone will definitely have a timing to just like R out, like whether it's R or flash away. And the Ziggs is like, what is the Ziggs doing? Don't tell me the Ziggs is on fucking red or some shit.
Like 1 or 2 W's be something that KT
I mean, the Ziggs has plenty of vision here. Like, no one is showing on this yet. Ziggs could just walk this way. If Skarner wants to walk into him, then they'll win the fight. Because like, if they engage on the Ziggs this deep in the jungle, they're gonna be fine. He has flash. They're fine.
2 W's alone could be enough.
But he goes long way. And then, yeah, like I said, like, it's just Nasus is a little bit of ways. He's not there right away. Vi R, Ornn R. I mean, he might actually. I'm not sure. I'm curious if he actually will die, because part of me seeing this as like, won't Skarner just like trap everyone? And then Rao will also buy time, and it's still not nearly that good. And you're dropping the top wave still.
In the long run is going to be something that KT can rely on to type.
Like, I'm kind of confused why they're not just playing on the next mid wave, which is like their focal point.
1 or 2
But sure, we do this. Blunder. Okay, so we got the big blunder. 3-man. 3 people picked up. Yone is slapping everyone. Ooh, man, the Nasus was actually pumping a little bit. Just watching that, he actually was pumping for just a little bit. Oh, he actually could not move though. Dude, Corki would have been better. I was right. Corki would have been infinitely better in this game compared to whatever the fuck they're playing here. Dude, Jesus Christ. And, like, teams just do not want to play around. Like, I don't need to watch the rest of this. Do I? Because the comp is just so fucked. Like I said, the comp is so fucked if you can't play it the right way. Like, this is like the best thing. Like, this is the best situation Nasus could hope for.
Yeah, Def just is in melee range against a big Nasus who isn't very fed.
That was the best he could hope for. That's hilarious. Yeah. I can't, there's just no miracle. Like, you see the gold lead, it just gets worse and worse and worse. I mean, it's just like, yeah, like what do they do? I don't know. Like, what can they actually do here? Okay.
I think they go together. Cloud Drake's not always what you'll see, but just doesn't have to be like there.
I can get Cloud Soul.
Even in these, like, look, even in this situation, it's like the only time, like, okay, this is not the worst, right? Like, oh shit, we might be able to get him, but he has flash, so in the end of the day, it's like, it's not exactly real. And yeah, it just turns into a shitfest. So that's the game. MVP for this game. Fuck, man, that one engage by Rel was actually so killer. Probably like Piosik plus Barrel. I mean, it was a really good game once again by... Dude. Honestly, it's definitely just, like, it's definitely these three, no? For sure. Like, BDD, like, Yone was, like, killer. This is obviously, like, a focal point. We have to ban it or something. Like, the worst player... WPG, the worst player of the game. I mean, Faker was absolutely fucking useless. That was for sure. Absolutely useless. And Guma's Ziggs was pretty bad. It was, yeah, I'll be honest. The Guma Ziggs was not exactly my favorite thing either. But this was the main issue. This was the main issue. And for the lane swap, you know, this is the second time we've seen a lane swap just, like, go really poorly. And the idea by KT, it was just so bad. This was so bad. Like, how they played around this situation, it was terrible. And that's twice now. They fucked it up 2 times already. So to me, these guys need to figure out what they're doing, because if they can't like fix this, like, they're just it's just a loss. And that should not be the case, by the way. Like, lane swaps have been a thing, and there's so many examples out there that why are they still messing it up this much? I don't know. They're trying to be too cute with it. On to game 3.